Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly.
Good morning, Maureen. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having that amazing morning. Good morning, Jenny. You know, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, I got up, didn't have the heat on. Had to put on my jacket here because it's chilly. So, welcome to that springtime in Maryland. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the MyTarot morning reflection, daily inventory, reason, excuse, and chance to just take a freaking breath. It is so funny how I'd rather just pack in. If I've got 5 minutes, I want to find an extra 5 minutes worth of things to do before I sit down here. That is just the way I am. I could have had 2 more cups of coffee instead of coming in here and saying, all right, let's just shuffle the cards and meditate a little bit. So, what are we doing? We've survived a holiday weekend here in the United States. Congratulations, everybody. But now it's springtime. The sun is singing, the birds are shining, and we're all bright-tailed and bushy-eyed. And in Maryland here, so we have the cherry blossoms and things. So it is looking pretty outside, though. It is starting to look green, natural, pretty, all that other stuff. So what we get to do in the mornings is just an excuse to be able to take a breath, listen to the cards like they're the sound of the oceans, slow down for a few minutes. And that's where we can think about, where are my feet at? Are they comfortable? When I roll my ankles, how does that feel? Personally, for me, that feels amazing. And then we can check in, do the kitty dance, get comfortable there. Check in with the shoulders and the neck. So I had a really, really good weekend. Got to do some reading at some readings at Brand Art on Saturday. First Saturday in Frederick, and I can say that it was a good, busy time, and I really enjoyed all the people that showed up there. Really energizing. And then that energized me for Easter, which again, sometimes it's like that 5 of Wands, if we know what that means, but it's still all good because we're here, we're aware, and we are going to check in with that universe. So, what am I going to do then? I am going to make our 3 stacks. Each one a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one's a different thought or a different idea. And if we believe in a multiverse, it's like each one of these stacks is a different path, because this conversation will lead down one path. This conversation's a totally different path from this one. We get to decide which path to take. And this morning, I am going to take the center stack, or what I like to think of as things that are right at the heart. I'm going to do our 3 and 1. Yeah, and it is interesting about the, you know, I love doing the tarot because I get to work with people, talk with people, help people check in. And I have to say that all of us are reading the same news. All of us are living in this same bubble. And we are all going through a lot of the same stuff. So I don't want anybody to think, that they're alone. There are other people out there, even if we may not know them, that can kind of understand where we are, where you are. Doesn't make it any better, doesn't make, but it's just an awareness. Now we can still find positives too. Sometimes it's just not easy. So turning the first card over, reading them one at a time like the pages of a book, we have the Page of Wands. So I'm using a really pretty tarot here today. It's called the Ancient Italian Tarot. I forgot the name of the artist because I'm really bad about that. But I pull this out every now and then just because it's a really pretty deck. So the Page of Wands. This is actually a very good card for a Monday because pages are when we are open to learning. It's when we are open to seeing things new, because a page wants to learn to be a knight. A knight wants to learn to be a king. But we have to start out with a willingness to learn. And wands are our fire, our passions, and our creativities. So this is just one of those wonderful cards that's a wonderful reminder that for all the things going on, that we can take a breath and we can try and find something, or find and see things through a younger set of eyes. Especially if there's a project we've wanted to do or something that we've wanted to learn. It's something that's going to create, again, that feeling of passion and enjoyment. For me, sometimes it's just getting a new tarot deck or figuring out a software. I love downloading software, figuring out software, but it's just that when we challenge ourselves, when we engage our brains, it really is kind of relaxing, right? So if we start a new painting, we're engaging our brains in a totally different way than when we finish something. Or if we're starting to write something. Or if we are, I watch Nina Mitt. Nina, wow, I am awake. Mina Knit. She will go through patterns and she will look to say, maybe I need to make this for the grandson Grant. And it really does engage our brains in a different way, doesn't it? So let's see what the page is looking at. At the 10 of coins. So, yeah. And it is a beautiful deck. I mean, even the coins are, it's just very, very well done, very pretty. And when we have the 10 of coins, because coins are our home, our health, our finances, and all those things that keep us grounded. And tens are part of a cycle of life. We start with 1 in the numerology in the tarot, and we work to get to the tens. And when we are living in the tens, when we're examining the tens, we realize that tens are part of the cycle, because 10 is a 0 and a 1. It just means we're getting ready to start a new cycle so that we can get back to 1, which is kind of like the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is when we're ready to maybe look at something different and move through a cycle. But let's see what the next card is. To the 9 of Cups. So today, we're looking at something that actually touches all areas of our lives. We have the element of fire, which is wands. We have the element of earth, which is coins. We have the element of water, which is cups. So it just kind of shows that when we engage one part of ourselves, one part of our brain, or one part of our action and our activities, and make a decision to show our passions and show our creativities, then it shows and it reflects in our home lives as well as spiritually, because 9s are about fulfillment. 9s are, we work hard to go from 1 to 10 with the cups. And with the 9 of Cups, sometimes we've achieved a lot spiritually. And we have. even in our darkest times, some of the things that help us the most is the fact that we do have spoons left in the drawer. We still, we have our cups there. So the question is where do we want to take this advice card? What do we want to see with the advice card? But so far, this is just a recognition of just by making a decision that says, I'm going to challenge myself with something new. Whether, again, it's something as simple as, what do we got? Planting a flower. Doesn't that feel good when we do that? Because it is spring. So I'm going to turn over the advice card, which is the Two of Wands. So, sitting here as the Page of Wands, we can think, that's a good idea. I should do it, right? But the advice card is showing us that it's like we have all these options of things we can do. And we know that spiritually and just emotionally and all, it'd be fun to just distract ourselves or to engage in our passions. Maybe this is as simple as, you know what, I haven't picked up my guitar in a few days. The moment that I do that, I'm creating a happier, a happier environment for myself, and it does spiritually fill me. But I have to choose to do it. So today, it's about recognizing if we want to engage with our passions and the things we enjoy. If we want to engage with our passions and things we enjoy, we just have to decide to do it. Because twos are about choices. So, what's that, Jenny? Let's see. Maureen saying, I shall remember that. I am grateful there are spoons in the drawer. And Jenny, we got our full Easter basket. Just have to pick it up. Oh man, and I cannot have any more chocolate. Throw some maybe asparagus in that Easter basket or something, because I need to eat something green, because between all the meat and the desserts, I did not eat a whole lot green last night or yesterday. So with that, everybody, thank you again very much. Take care, and I hope you have that amazing, amazing, amazing day, and amazing rest of your week, amazing evening, whatever time zone you may be in and whatever time it is. And I will be back here again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems.